Hi Taurus, welcome to your new love reading for November 2019. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, as well as the recommend a reader shout out, which goes to Ace of Pentacles Tarot. Love and support to her. Check her out, show her some love and support. This is intended to be a romantic love reading, but it may resonate in other areas of your life. And this could also be a new development with somebody you are currently with. All right, Taurus. Let me set these aside here so that I don't do the thingy after, because I'll end up cutting it and then shuffling again because I'll forget. All right. Just preference, personal preference here. Okay, so let me see here. Can you see that? Okay, all right. Ground. Start. Interesting. Like I don't want to breathe too deep. Sorry. All right. One's kind of resonating in the middle. So is that you? Just it's needing to be about you? All right. It's over here, but where over here? This one. Okay, I'm going for the King of Swords. All right. So that could be Gemini. I read that as Gemini, but it could be also Libra or Aquarius. Okay. All right. I can give it another shuffle because I haven't forgotten. For Taurus. New love November for Taurus. Eight of Wands. Right. Two of Pentacles. Three of Wands. Queen of Swords. And we got King of Swords, Queen of Swords. Interesting. Page of Swords. Where is the Knight of Swords? The Devil. And Two of Wands. All right. This person's going to give you a run for your money. Okay. All right. What are we dealing with here? Put you over here. All right. I feel, okay, that's why. Because I was like, I feel like this is kind of like really fast and unexpected and kind of intense, Taurus. Like kind of intense here. Two of Wands, and that's not five. 2, 3, 2. Queen, 6, Page. Okay. So we've got agreement here. Is this this is either somebody you've been dealing with like online from afar, or not, maybe not afar, but just like online, or this is a suited relationship. This is a relationship up and running, and you two are kind of at the crossroads trying to decide what to do here. Is this you two agreeing to part ways? What? Wait, what? Whoa. Why? Okay, what's this Two of Pentacles about? Holy cow. This Two of Pentacles. Jeez, Taurus, you might be deciding, this might be deciding to break up or to end things amicably. What's this Three of Wands? Good gracious. What's this Three of Wands for Taurus? Nine of Pentacles. What's this Queen of Swords? Queen of Swords. Oh my gosh, Taurus, you might be deciding that you don't know if this person is worth it or not. Like if you want to just kind of be unto yourself. What's this? Whoopsie. What's this Page of Swords? Hold on. What's it? Get back in there. What's this Page of Swords about? Page of Wands. This Devil card. Okay. What's this Devil card about? All right, I think you're trying to move on from somebody. I think that you have been going back and forth. This is not a new love situation. This might be a new thing for this month. You're dealing with something new, but it's just the same old, and it's you and your person deciding, are you going to commit or are you going to not? And it's not that this was sudden or unexpected per se. I think this is more about the decision might come very quickly. So it isn't like someone just kind of comes in and you're already faced with this. This feels like this issue came up really quickly and it needs to be dealt with quickly. And it might even be that you need to move. There needs to be a physical relocation. What's this King of Swords? Is this going to be like ongoing negotiations with this person? Or is it ongoing? All right. Ongoing dialogue back and forth online or through socials. But the thing is, this is about you being stuck in something that you want more than the person that you're with. They're going to be constantly looking for the better deal. And if it's not the better deal, it's someone that's just not into this relationship, Taurus. And it feels like you need to decide, but it's very hard for you to decide. You go back and forth and you two do this dance. And it's almost like you come up right up to the decision to leave, but then you back down from it. And this is what November looks like for you, is just going back and forth, this juggler here, about what to do, about whether you want to reconcile or move out and move on. And you're not going to have any new interests as long as you're focused on this person. And it seems like it's been pretty difficult for you to make a decision about the trajectory of this relationship. Again, this could be somebody you've met online and you're deciding about what to do about the future, or this is you and someone you've been with and you're talking online about what to do about the future of the relationship. And it doesn't look like November is going to give you any clear answers here. It feels like this is going to be you two continuing to go back and forth. Honestly, what would help is you disengaging, or at least keeping your focus and your communication with this person at a bare minimum and starting to find new interests. But it feels like you get up to a certain point and then you go back. Because maybe you get discouraged, or you're just sad, or but it's been very hard for you to progress on your own with this. There's some kind of connection here with this person that's pretty profound. And it's one of those things where they've got their own best interest in mind, and for some reason it's either you feel in service of, or it's been very difficult for you to do that for yourself. It could be that any changes that have to happen need to be swift. And so it's almost like you can't go back on it, because if you give yourself enough of a cushion, you'll eventually renegotiate. And it feels like that's what you've been doing, and this is what November is all about for you, just renegotiating and coming up to that point and then backing back down again. And this is about you not engaging with this person. And so instead of going like this, it's like you're turning your attention outward. And you need to look to your own future, quite possibly, or at least consider. And if you can, this is about starting to plan for a different kind of future than with this person. Not that you're going to act on it, but you need to consider it and maybe plan for something that could be like a contingency plan. Something contingent, like you might need to do that. So just in case, let's get this set up and underway. Because I think while you're still dealing and juggling with this person, it keeps you from kind of looking out for yourself and planning for yourself in the future. But they have been doing it for themselves. So you're focused on them. They're focused on the better deal or what's out there for them. This relationship is not as much a priority for them as it is for you. And it's keeping you kind of focused on that instead of your own needs and what you want and your choices and your future and what you want to do and other things for you. And if you could minimize your interaction and focus and attention and communication with this person, and develop some other interests, or just sequester, like only allot a certain amount of time to deal with, communicating with this person, it would start to open up other doors for you, other interests, particularly social, with friends and doing so. The holidays are coming up if you celebrate, and this is a time where you could be very socially active and busy with someone other than dealing with this situation that could really help you take your mind off of this. I'm not saying that as advice, it's showing up here. So, I mean, I am saying it advice, but it's not, my opinion. It's not. This is what's showing up here, is that you need to disengage as much as you can so that you can figure out what your next move is. Not what you're going to do about us. But this is someone that kind of takes theirs out of the middle, and this relationship can at times feel like it's in service of them, and this is an existing relationship. Some of you, it might be someone coming back from the past, but right now it feels like this is someone you've kind of been going back and forth with for a while, and it's like this major decision needs to be made, and for some reason this person keeps kind of coming back to, but it feels like it's so much more important to you than it is to them. It's almost like they're kind of phoning it in. They're not even really trying because they're keeping the door open for other things, whereas you are solely focused on them. And maybe you need like a sudden and quick change of environment to kind of snap you out of thinking in terms of us. But I feel like you need to plan for a contingency, because it might happen that you just all of a sudden get a wild hair and it's like, today's the day, I'm moving, I don't want to look back, I don't want to think about it, because if I think about it, I'll butt up against it, and then I'll go back to the way things were. I won't be strong enough to follow this through. So it's almost like, all right, boom, out, done, to where you can't look back. You can't go back if you try. Well, the cat's out of it. I moved all my stuff out. Might as well stay here. And then that starts you on the path. But I feel like you need to plan for that, because it's almost like it's going to take that. Otherwise, things are going to continue to be stagnant and stay where they are. There's going to be no progression. And this benefits the other person more than it does you. You don't have your best interest at heart here. You're focused on the usness of this, and you need to consider starting to shift your focus more towards yourself and what would benefit you first, because this person is looking out for themselves. Could be dealing with Gemini, Cancerian, Libra. All right. What else for Taurus? What's for Taurus? What's for Taurus? There's that love. And it could very well be that that's where you're at, but this person is not. That this is just not someone that's very forthcoming with how they feel or their emotions, or even being open about, just being expressive. It could be that they're much more, this could be someone that's quite controlling and very assertive and aggressive even about what they want. Like they're, have it positioned in such a way to where it's in service of them, that they're at the helm. They're the one controlling the trajectory. And yeah, that just feels like you're kind of in service of, it's not really about you, it's about the person, and it should be about both of you and what you both want. What else for Taurus? What's for Taurus? Don't be afraid to fly solo. Boom. Okay, Taurus. Okay. Plan for that contingency. This is you maybe deciding this is it and cutting things off and then seeing what your options are. But it's with you in mind. Bring your ideas to life. Perhaps you've been considering that. You just haven't acted on it yet. You haven't planned for that contingency. Start planning. Because even if you do decide to stay, the thing is at least you have this waiting if you didn't, and it's a conscious choice. It's not just like staying there by default because you haven't planned for another option. That can get you stuck. But if you have things underway for contingency plans, then you staying is a choice rather than, well, I might as well because I don't have anything else to go to, or, you know. What else for Taurus? Turn knowledge into wisdom. So essentially saying what you know about the situation, apply it. Like, all right, here's what I know, right? I know that I'm more into this than the person is. I know that this is more about me trying to make things work and hold it together. And I know myself well enough to know that if I don't do something drastic and quick, I'm still going to be here in 2 more weeks, 2 more months, 2 more years. So knowing that about myself, what do I need to do about this situation? That's what that means. Turn what you know about the situation into wisdom, which is, all right, now that I got all the cards out on the table, is this what's best for me? Does this make sense for my life? Of course, I know you know that. All right. It just, honestly though, Taurus, it feels like this month is about you coming to this realization, but you might not do anything for another 3 months. It might be another 3 months before you decide to actually, because it's almost like this is just taking hold this month, realizing, you know what, I might need to come up with another way. And then you start to plan whatever, but before you actually do anything, it's going to be March-ish. Oh, so that's longer than 3 months. Good gracious. Okay, so maybe, what is that, 5 months? First I got 90 days, so I said 3 months, and now I get March. Could be that long, but it could be that you're not ready to act on anything until that time frame, 90 days to March. So what is that? What in the world is that? That's February, March, right? Right. Okay. What else for Taurus? Oh, here we go. Yeah, 2 of Wands, considering what your options are. There it is. Okay. Moving. What else for Taurus? And doing it quickly so that you can't turn back. Not able to leave or let go, stuck in a situation where it's keeping you from being able to progress and make the necessary changes in your life, and you're there because you're avoiding conflict. Because someone might be really controlling and very domineering. And why wouldn't they be? They're getting their needs met, so they want to preserve it, right? Please start to kind of consider other options for yourself. That you deserve better and more than this. And I know that there might be other extenuating circumstances like family or money, or, you know, but just start to consider what your life would look like, how it could look differently with what you have, who you might need to call on to help you get out, to extricate yourself, or, you know, maybe stay someplace else, or just new job offers, that sort of thing. Just start to consider what your life would look like without this person. Please. Start planning. November is going to be a planning month for you. Not a doing, but a planning. Not executing those plans, just planning. Okay. All right, Taurus. I hope this was helpful. I'm sorry it wasn't more uplifting, or, you know, it was like, oh, new exciting love. This is more about you being in a situation that you're realizing, not the best for me anymore. I think I need some changes here. All right, you take care. I hope to see you in the next reading.